So my 14-year-old daughter Avery had her volleyball tryouts. The first round of volleyball tryouts last night, and when she got back in the car, I recorded her reaction to see if she was happy that she did well or mad that she did not do well, and to see how the first round of tryouts went. First cut is what it's called.
Right.
So here's what happened.
Well, how'd you do?
I made it.
You made the cut?
Yeah.
Right on.
And Amelia freaking told me she would come over after this, and now she's going to kiss her because she's being, even though all Kristen was doing was talking crap. You didn't hear that? Crap about her yesterday.
Nice.
Wow.
And now
So
she's
you're more
ditching
worried
me
about
for
that
Kristen.
than so
yeah,
what?
And I'm about to cry because it really hurt my feelings because she promised me she'd come over.
Well, what about volleyball?
It's just really hard. She could have left after because she was going to come over tonight afterwards, and then she ditched me for that's her. Yeah, that's her girlfriend didn't even make first cuts because she sucks and she can't pass and she runs away from everything.
I mean, she didn't care. She didn't care about volleyball at all. And I was like, okay, all right.
She's going to be a freshman in high school. She's more worried about her social life and friends. I can guarantee you that.
So it's okay. Not a problem. I don't guess. I can just tell her what to do, right?
She may not. I know I played sports because my parents wanted me to.
So she's trying out for volleyball. If you're just joining us, she's in the band as well. I've already put money into the band, and there might be a conflict. And if there is a conflict, she's going to be put in a position to choose. And she's probably going to pick the one that I don't want her to pick.
Is that volleyball?
I don't want her to pick volleyball. I've already put money into band. 901-535-9898. Good morning.
Dude, there's more money in music than sports any day.
So
is she going to college?
Well, I mean, she's in the 9th grade right now, so we're thinking so. We're thinking maybe, yeah.
Okay. My daughter just got into St. John's University in New York with
Nice.
$198,000 worth of scholarships for music.
Wow.
So, dude, I'm telling you, there's more money in music as far as scholarships and furthering her education than there is in any sport.
I'd rather her be in band anyway, because studies show that band kids do better in math and science.
My daughter was failing in math, failing in science, and she brought it up to a B as soon as she got into the music program. She went into marching band and performance band and choir and just excelled.
Wow, that's incredible. Congratulations to her.
She graduated this weekend. I'm pretty proud of her.
Now,
good.
Rightly so. I'm proud for you, man.
Man, it's awesome, and music it's a lot of fun. It's a lot more fun than the competition of losing. At least she doesn't lose every weekend if she has a bad season, right?
Right. What's your name?
Tom.
Tom's Father of the Year. I mean, nicely done, Tom. I had his off to you, buddy.
Well, this weekend I just signed my girls up for golf camp.
Golf camp.
Yes, because they say that women's golf scholarships are the least or go unused every year at colleges. So
really,
I was like, girls, we're going to learn how to play golf.
Danny fixing to cause a run on golf in high school.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? If they like it and they can get good at it, go right ahead.
I don't care if they like it or if they're good at it. If they can get a scholarship, a golf scholarship, they're going.
And there are some parents that just make their kids do stuff just to try to get a scholarship.
Yeah.
Like golf. I can't imagine any kid actually wants to play golf.
No kid wants to go to school either, but you keep an 85 grade point average or higher.
Yeah, that's the standard. It's been my standard. I've got out of 5 kids after the 3rd one, I figured out that's what we needed to do in 1st grade, make that standard and hold it forever. And Avery's responded to it great over the years.
So you're doing the same thing. Just because it's an activity they don't want to do. They don't want to go to school and you're making them have good grades.
Well, I mean, the law is that they have to go to school. If I don't let Avery go to school, they're going to take me away.
But the law isn't to keep an 85 average.
No, that's my law, because if you're going to do it, let's do it right.
The law is not to make my kids play golf, but that's my rule now.
We're doing it anyway.
We're doing it anyway. You're going to have an 85 average and you're going to play golf, damn it.
Whether you like it or not.
And you're going to like it.
That's what I'm going to tell Avery. You're going to be in a band. I don't care. You're gonna love it.
Well, I think either way, she needs to be involved in something.
Absolutely. Kids are involved are getting they get in less trouble.
Definitely. And that was the deal when I quit all my athletics. My parents said you have to get into something. So what did I do? I got into the radio TV program at my school, and look at me now.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Not playing soccer for the USA team, or am I cheering for the Dallas Cowboys?
No. You're on the radio with Country Corey. Congratulations, you made it.
Oh my God.
You made it.
I should have probably stuck with soccer.
Now, your morning wood is coming up here in just a bit. We are going to give you some headlines and then let you pick the real one. It's on the way in just a bit.
You like to do karaoke, don't you?
Sometimes after a few cocktails. I'm not gonna do it sober. I'm more of a lip sync guy kind of guy.
I got you. Yeah, that's more me too.
I'm more of a lip sync kind of guy than I am actually using my real voice, because turns out I can't sing.
Yeah, I can't sing either.
Nobody wants to hear that.
Did you do it this weekend?
Yeah, well, I had a few drinks and I might have recorded an hour and a half of lip sync videos.
Oh my God.
I had to delete like 14 videos off Margot's phone
You didn't put any.
on Sunday. I didn't even go back and watch them.
Yeah, if you don't see him, it didn't happen.
Right.
We're going to talk more about the videos you've had to delete recently. We'll do that in an hour.
But first,
Mornings on the Max with your Morning Wood.
Which Morning Wood headline is a real headline for today? Would Guy Fieri and Gordon Ramsay set a charity boxing match?
would a Maryland candy company be selling chocolate-covered cicadas?
Or would DC Comics be sold to Nabisco?
901-535-9898. If you're the first caller to correctly identify the real headline, you'll get Morning Wood.
Nick, chocolate covered cicadas. Awesome! Perfect. All right, thank you, sir. It's the cicadas. I wouldn't, but y'all covered the story last night. That's how I got it. Like, man. All righty, y'all have a good one.
Chocolate covered cicadas. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Which Morning Wood headline is the real headline for today? Would Guy Fieri and Gordon Ramsay set a charity boxing match?
Would a Maryland candy company sell chocolate-covered cicadas?
Or would DC Comics be sold to Nabisco?
901-535-9898. Hi, who is this? Nick, which one of those headlines is the real headline?
Chocolate-covered cicadas.
Unfortunately, you are correct. You got Morning Wood.
Awesome.
All right, Nick, Morning Wood for you. Congratulations. You have won a pat on the back that must be self-administered.
Perfect.
Have a wonderful day, brother. We appreciate you.
All right, thank you, sir.
So I found out right after I talked to him that Ditch covered this story yesterday afternoon, so everybody already knew the answer.
Well, I'm glad they're listening to Ditch in the afternoon, and that happens sometimes. Sometimes he, gets a story after we do.
There's only so many stories. I mean,
how many of our stories do you think Ditch is going to do this afternoon?
All of them. So Choquette Chocolates is selling air fried cicadas dipped in either milk or dark chocolate in their online store. Of course, in the East, the insects are everywhere and they're impossible to ignore because they're kind of loud. The owner, Sarah Dwyer, decided she was going to make use of them. Sure, they're annoying, but are they tasty? According to her, the cicadas. Her company is making the cicadas for a snack, taste like chocolate-covered potato chips. It's really crunchy because we air fry them. Apparently, this is a thing. University of Tennessee professor Jerome Grant says you can boil them or roast them, and he said he's made some for stir fry. Would you eat a cicada for $1,000?
Well, I can see we're eating cicada tacos for Taco Tuesday next live on the air. So do I have a choice? Do I really get the $1,000?
No, you don't get $1,000. You're just going to eat them anyway. Are you really going to do that?
You're the one who said we are.
I just said it would be funny. That's all I said. I mean, did you get cicadas and bring them in?
No, I brought the tacos.
For Taco Tuesday.
For Taco Tuesday.
Perfect. No harm, no foul, right?
No.
Sounds like a summer night, doesn't it?
It does, but I don't want to eat my summer night.
Yeah. On the way in just a minute, Taco Tuesday takes on a whole new meaning with these cicadas. Hang on.
Cheap Trick is coming to the soundstage at Graceland, and 98.1 The Max has your tickets. Listen to Danny and Country Corey every morning this week at 9 a.m. to play Cheap Trick Trivia with a Cheap Trick band member.
Hi, this is Tom Peterson from Cheap Trick.
Winners get tickets to see Cheap Trick August 25th with 98.1 The Max.
Earlier this month, a poll found 1 in 4 Americans would try cicadas as a food.
No. Why?
Danny Bruns is number 3 of the 1 in 4. And a Mexican place in Leesburg, Virginia, called Casina on Market is serving cicada tacos for a limited time. The owner said they were already serving grasshopper tacos, so cicada tacos is not a big leap, and they're already a hit. I mean, you just don't toss them in a taco shell and chow down. First, you got to boil them, then bake them. Got to pluck their legs off.
I'm not listening.
You got to pluck their wings off. She took her headphones off. Someone's screaming at her. Then you saute them in garlic. Saute cicadas. It's delicious. It's a delicacy.
Do you know how like spongy or rubbery these things are?
Hey, you can top them with cilantro, though. That ought to make you happy.
I'll put cilantro on anything.
They serrano chilies, avocado, and radishes in a verde sauce is how it's most popularly made.
What? Have you stepped on one before? You like bounce. They remind me of peanuts, packing peanuts. I'm leaving. I'm out.
So good. You should try one of these cicada tacos. They're the best. Oh, I only left a wing. I mean, I'm going to get to pick my teeth with wings. You know they're on sale. 3 cicada tacos for $2.
You're so cheap, you'd buy them.
They're on the they're on the new value menu.
It's disgusting.
I just like to gross Danny Bruns out.
I'm leaving.
Hello. Well, hey, good morning. I'm doing all right. How's it going? Horses are fed. I'm back in from the barn, but I already had half a day. Everything. Absolutely. Is that amazing or what? Well, you know what? I lost a bet. I'm just going to say I've lost money on that. Facebook memories. No. All right. Here's the honest to God truth. I knew that when Danny Bruns walked into the studio at the tender age of 17, I said, that girl is going to be something someday, and I'm going to mark this day down in my calendar and remember it forever. Is that better? There's some people that would come into our studio and intern for us or be a producer for us, and you'd look at them and you go, they're not going to last 6 months. They're not going to last 30 days. And then there's other people you would say, they're gonna be something. They're gonna do something. They've got it. They've got the fever. It's in their blood, and you know that they're gonna be one of the tribe for all their life. And I'm gonna let you guess which category I thought Danny Bruns was in. Do you know how old I am? I don't remember what I did this morning. Yes, I do remember. It was horrible. Yes, Clea, our receptionist, who was let me just say this, a very sweet, extremely religious lady, very respectful and very religious. A foul word never passed that woman's mouth. Had to be on vacation. And we put Danny at the receptionist desk. And then we would call and ask for, well, people that when she would repeat their names, it was not necessarily very nice. Mr. Hunt, I think in particular. Yeah, and there was just a litany, one right after the other. And bless her heart, she fell for every single one of them, would page them on the intercom, full blast. It was hilarious. We were rolling. It kind of all came together. I was doing overnights. Tim was doing afternoons. The morning guy quit, and so and so did the traffic guy, the news and traffic guy. So Tim moved into mornings, and I went into his office, and I'd been doing overnights for a couple of years. And I looked at it, I said, let me do news and traffic. So I started doing that, filling in. And then after about 3 weeks, I said, if you don't let me do this full time, I'm leaving. I can't stay awake another night. And then about a week later, John showed up for an interview in a Brooks Brothers suit. And then that was it. And as soon as he got the job, he switched to T-shirts and cargo shorts. Hey, thanks for calling. And Danny Bruns, I love you so much. Congratulations. 25 years in this industry. You have accomplished so much. I'm so proud of you. Hello? Bad connection. I can't hear you. All right. Bye-bye.
had to delete 13 videos from my wife's phone on Sunday because after a few drinks Saturday night, I decided I was a lip sync king.
Oh, I've always said after a few drinks, I can do just about anything
And
do it well.
I remember doing it, and I was like, oh, I got to go in and delete those. But when I opened her phone, I was like, wow, so there's like 15 of these, ranging from 3 to 5 minutes. So I spent like an hour and a half lip syncing videos in my wife's phone as a grown ass man.
Was she recording him or were you?
I was.
Oh my, why in her phone?
Because the music was playing on mine. It was hooked up to the Bluetooth.
Was anybody watching you?
I don't. She might have been there for the first part of it, but I think she got up and left.
Were you going to send this in somewhere and be like,
no, I was just for fun. It was just fun. And
lip sync battle? We should have a lip sync battle, me and you.
oh, that'd be the bomb.
We're going down.
That is
We're doing it.
Yeah, I love it. Let's do that. Write it down. I did that when I was in high school. You remember the MTV thing, Lip Service?
I do not.
They did a thing at our high school where we made a lip sync video and sent it in to them, and you won something. I don't know. I got a T-shirt for doing it. That's all. That's the only reason I did it was for the T-shirt. I didn't have any expectations on winning, but we won the school competition, and then they sent ours off to MTV and never heard anything.
What song did you do?
Walk This Way.
What grade were you in?
10th. No, I was a senior. I was in 12th grade. Yeah. I did that as a senior. Wow, I shouldn't say that out loud.
That's because I was going to say I did it as a 5th grader.
Oh.
And I won mine with Mr. Lane at Germantown Middle School.
Well, look at you.
Uh-huh.
Winning.
That's
what we are with Danny. We're just winners.
You can ask me what song I did?
What song did you do?
I did Sonny and Cher, and not Babe, I Got You, Babe. I'm going
to make you remember. This is why I didn't ask you what song you did.
Thank you very much. I cannot believe I just went blank on this. I did it with Thad Gunner, Mr. Lane's class, Sonny and Cher.
Danny ruins everything.
Oh my God. Oh my God. And it's not even one of their top. All I Ever Need Is You. Thank you, God.
Ooh.
All I Ever Need Is You. And the reason I had to pick that song, my mom was bowling at Imperial Lanes down on Summer at her bowling league. And I had a tape recorder and I had to write down the words so I could give them to Thad and so we could memorize them. And it was a live album. And that was the only song that didn't have cheering and talking in it. So I just picked that song. And we won.
And you won. Boom.
In 5th grade.
In 5th grade. You've been doing this. You've been winning since 5th grade. Since 5th grade, you've been winning. And planning stuff.
Oh, and you know what? That's why I love being a parent. You think I just woke up and said, I'm going to do Sonny and Cher? No, my mom told me I'm going to do it. And she was right. And that's why I won. Right?
Always listen to mama.
Oh, or I would have been up there being Madonna or Cyndi Lauper.
Just like everybody else.
Yeah. Well, somebody did Kokomo's, the Beach Boys.
Oh, that was a good one.
Because that one came out then. Mm-hmm. A long time ago.
There's somebody in mind that did Primus.
They lost.
Yeah, they did not win.
Exactly.
Because nobody had any idea who Primus was back then.
Right?
I mean, I think it was like Jerry was a race car driver. No, it was Tommy the Cat was what they did because I don't think there's any cussing in that one. So they had to do one that was clean.
I remember that's when 1984, when I was in kindergarten, I did the talent show and I didn't lip sync. I sang for real.
Oh, you poor thing.
Was,
really the audiences.
Oh, it was adorable. Are you kidding me? I had to get on a little Coke crate because I was so short. I couldn't reach the microphone. And the music teacher, Miss Jackson, played the piano. And I sang, "Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd." I was dressed as a baseball player. And, but that was the year Van Halen was formed. And they did Jump. I remember the boys, they were in 5th grade and they did Jump.
Yeah.
And I got my back against the record machine. And so I never knew that Van Halen existed before 1984. No clue.
And you found out because of the kindergarten talent show.
Yeah. No, I thought that's when Van Halen started. I found out 5 years ago that that Van Halen formed before 1984. I had no idea. I thought that was the first album ever. Because that was my first album to experience.
Right. So it may as well may as well not started.
Right. But I've pulled those videos out and shown my kids. My dad got them all together and put them on a tape or a DVD. So you can't delete all your videos. You got to leave some for your kids. You got to leave some behind.
I don't think drunk lip syncing is posterity. I just don't think that's something we want to pass down.
Well, at least you got a hold of yours. Every now and then, my girlfriends like to just remind me of like my bachelorette party. They'll just send that video just randomly. I'm like, really? We're gonna do this again?
She'd very much like to see that video.
Yeah, you're not. 901-535-9898. What's the latest video you had to delete?
A woman in Texas went to the zoo in El Paso over the weekend, climbed into a monkey enclosure, and started feeding them Flamin' Hot Cheetos, like you do.
Yeah, like those little spider monkeys. I mean, they're the crazy ones that you watch when you sit at the cat cafe or whatever, I think it used to be called, at the Memphis Zoo.
Right.
Big window, and they're like going 100 miles an hour.
Right. They're the crazy ones. That's why they'll come at you like a spider monkey.
Here's the zoo director talking about, well, he's not really amused.
I don't imagine he is.
These are primates we're talking about here, so they can do some substantial damage to you. They have large canines. They may be small monkeys, but they are extremely strong. They could take you to the ground if they wanted to. Anything that we have, they can get as well. So COVID was no different. So for someone to just go in there and give them food from their hands could just ruin that. It's going to take a really long time to get them back to where they were and to get them back training.
I imagine it's like when you're divorced, you take the kids over to the other parent's house for the weekend or whatever. When you get them back, it takes you a week to get things back to normal.
Yeah.
I imagine that a non-staff member busting up in the monkey enclosure probably causes much the same turmoil and excitement with said monkeys.
Yeah, and you've never had a hot Cheeto before having a regular Cheeto, so you've really just jumped the gun.
Right, you really skipped about 3 levels of Cheeto.
Yeah. That's not cool.
Because you got Cheetos Puffs, you got the jalapeno Cheetos, then you got Flamin' Hot Cheetos. If you go in any other order, you're messing up the rotation.
Why did she not go in the cheetah cage?
Why not? The answer, because Cheetos will kill you. That's why.
So we're spider monkeys.
I wouldn't have done it.
Bananas?
Right?
Like, can we at least leave it, keep it in the food group that's appropriate for each animal?
Let's-
Cheetos is for Chester the cheetah. Chester the cheetah.
And monkeys eat bananas.
It's not hard, lady.
If you break into the horse enclosure, you give them an apple.
Yeah. Or some hay.
Right? Well, something like that. The director of the zoo said it was stupid. They're going to press charges. They also have to install a higher fence to make sure nobody else tries it now that she's given the world the idea.
And put it on video, and now we've all watched it. No, she should get arrested because she just walks through the river or water that's there, wading through it, smiling, laughing.
Waist deep.
Yeah, and then goes and sits on a rock under a waterfall like she's bathing out in Fuji Island.
Like she's Tarzan.
Right. Like she's going to be on Survivor or 21 Naked and Afraid thing.
Her boss recognized her from the video, and now she's unemployed.
Fantastic.
They fired her. She worked at a law firm as a litigation assistant, is what I read, and they fired her over this.
Ooh, is that I don't know. I mean, this cancel culture. I can't ever say it.
She got canceled.
She got canceled. I agree with that one.
She got canceled from work, finna get canceled from freedom because she's going to go to jail.
As she should. That's just stupid.
It really is. Just dumb.
I'm going to go over here and feed these spider monkeys some Cheetos. Said no one ever.
You know the animal I always want to climb the fence at the zoo to go play with?
Elephant.
The penguins.
Penguins.
Like, I always want to get in there with the penguins. It used to be that way with the manta rays, but then they killed Steve Irwin and I was done with them. I was like, nope, I didn't know those were murderous.
Stingrays.
Stingrays, yeah, man, or whatever. Yeah.
I'm the same way with that. I'm not putting my hand in there anymore.
Like I just loved them before, and then after they killed Steve Irwin, I was like, whoa, those things can kill you.
She got into the monkey enclosure.
Playing with monkeys, you never know. It could be fun. Just monkeying around, having a little monkey business.
But how does someone get the balls to do that?
Well, I mean, she was probably high.
She's pretty hot.
I saw that. I wasn't going to say anything, but
tell if she's high or not. I mean, she looks normal and intelligent.
She works at a law firm as a litigation assistant. She's clearly not as dumb as her actions that day led you to believe.
We need to ask Ashley if this is legal or not.
What, firing her? Or climbing the zoo enclosure?
All of it.
Just there's so many legal questions here. We just don't even know.
Would an ugly person get attacked? Or did the monkey not attack her because she's hot?
Monkeys are like that, I've heard. I've heard that monkeys can recognize and discern beauty.
Well, no offense to orangutans, but
ooh,
they're kind of funny looking. I mean, they're funny and they're cute, but you say that because they're funny looking. Like, oh, isn't that cute? They're talking and touching. because they look funny.
Yeah, they're not funny looking when they get mad. They're scary when they get mad. And their arms are like 40 feet long. They can slap you from across the street.
Well, that's what I'm saying with these spider monkeys. They're like, I mean, they're the ones that get up on the ropes and go a mile, 100 miles an hour.
So
and you don't think those arms could damage you?
Dumb.
We're gonna get this girl on the air.
Just dumb. We got track her down. We're looking for you, Lucy Ray. So bear that in mind. If your credit worthiness was based on your Facebook friends, could you get a loan, Danny Bruns?
Oh, I could, yes.
What would your interest rate be? It's a couple of questions in our senseless survey coming up in about 10 minutes. I'm going to call a number at random and see if I can get whoever answers the phone to stay on the phone through a series of ridiculous survey questions. And I'm aiming for 10 questions. I'll consider it a win if we get like 3.
The way this day's going, sure.
Why not? Here we go. Give it a try.
Hello.
Good morning. I'm with the Department of Senseless Surveys. Wonder if I could have 30 seconds of your time for an anonymous consumer survey. This is not a sales call.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Number of household residents too short to go on fair rides?
No.
Is that none, sir?
No.
If your creditworthiness were based on your Facebook friends, could you get a loan?
Yes. What is this?
I'm with the Department of Senseless Surveys, sir. We're asking great Americans like yourself consumer survey questions all over the country.
Why are you? No, don't bother me with these calls.
Who would you rather teach you to dance, Miley Cyrus or Larry the Cable Guy?
Miley Cyrus. Why are you asking me these questions?
Do you know that if you take that cute little tuxedo off of a penguin, all you get is a dead penguin?
Oh my God! You have got to be the craziest ever.
I'm crazy for doing my job, sir.
Sir, you have got a problem. You need to leave me alone.
Why do they still make bullets out of lead? Don't they know lead is bad for you?
Sir, I am not answering any more of your questions. I'm going to report you.
Who's he going to report you to?
My manager.
I like, though, that you said just last segment, we talking about the zoo and where you want to go and hang out.
I like penguins.
Well, no one's going to let you in there now. Talk about murdering them.
I just want to take the suit off. That's all.
They can't. There's nothing underneath it. They have like little boxers on.
Right, just little guys.
They take it off. They have a tuxedo shirt on, t-shirt,
tuxedo t-shirt, and boxers. Coming up after 9 o'clock, we're going to ask you a cheap trivia question, and we'll let Tom Peterson of Cheap Trick answer it. If you answer the same way he does, then you win tickets to see the show.
Pretty easy.
And it's coming up here in just a little bit.